Good morning, everyone. A very warm greetings to all, and it's a wonderful day. I feel privileged to extend my warm greetings and warm welcome to all for the workshop. Now I request Dr. T. Nadia to give welcome address.
Very good morning to everyone present here with warm greetings. It gives me a great pleasure to extend warm on and welcome of Department of Computer Science in New Prince Sri Bhavani Arts and Science College conducting a wonderful workshop on microservices on Azure by a resource person B. Balasubramanian. He is Associate Manager in Accenture, 11 years of IT experience, holds BSc Computer Science and Master of Computer Application. He has an experience in both software development and training. He served many companies like Global Premises, Accenture, and etc. He was closely involved with the VMware, technical training, and other support activities. He has experience in several domains like banking, telecom, and etc. I welcome you, sir. And I also welcome our beloved chairman, secretary, and principal and HOD and Department of Computer Science for his conducting us continuous support. Otherwise not possible to conducting the workshop like this. We welcome you all. And I also welcome to that today's session final year UG students and all PG students well registered. And I welcome all the students for registered workshop. Thank you for registering. And I also welcome all the colleagues of today's session. Thank you. Could you please start this session, sir?
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning to one and all present here. Thanks for joining this session. Today our topic is microservices on Azure. There are various service providers, cloud service providers available. Today we're going to see microservices on Azure.
Excuse me, sir. Sir?
Yes.
Your voice is breaking, sir. Not audible, your voice, sir.
Is this okay now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is this able? Hello.
Okay.
Are you able?
Okay,
Are you
sir.
able? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
able to.
Okay. There is some network issue. Okay. Are you able to view my screen?
Yes, sir. It's all visible now.
Okay. today our topic is microservices on Azure. There are various cloud service provider available in the market, like Google, Amazon, AWS, Microsoft Azure. So one of the leading provider, Microsoft is one of the leading provider. We are going to see how what is the microservice and how we are going to host the microservice in Azure platform. So the current trend is moving all the services. We are we are we are seeing the lot of websites in the backend. The service there in the browser they are giving some request and we are getting the response. So in the backend there are some design pattern and the designs available. So that kind of design is microservice. Current trend is most of the services are designing with microservices. So today agenda, first we should understand the cloud. What is the cloud? Then why we are moving from on-premises solution to cloud. Then we are going to see what is the microservice, then its benefit, then comparing with the on-premise solution and the cloud solution. Then last we are going to demo how to host, how to maintain the service, those kind of in the demo. End of this session, we will see the demo. So first we will look into what is a cloud. Uh, Before understanding the cloud, we should understand what is the on-premises solution. What is the on-premises? What is the on-premises services? Those we need to understand. So before the cloud, the server, everything. Take as an example on your college lab. There is some server available, then there are some system available. You are connecting the server, authentication, everything done by server. So everything you can physically viewable. So everything is physically available. Those are on premises. So server available, then the admin will setting some configuration on the server. Then you can access the server and you can work with the server. In this kind of setup, this kind of environment is called on premises. If you go to cloud, the same kind of setup is available, but anywhere in the world, the in the college lab or a small organization, the on-site on-premises solution having few servers and small setup. In cloud, the cloud is the large number of servers and racks, hard disk storage, everything in a single place. They are maintaining all the things together and providing the service over the internet. A service a service is providing over the internet is nothing but it's a cloud. In the cloud, they are take care of all the uh, power backups, security, softwares, everything. The service provider will maintain. We don't bother about that. So in the on-premises, we are the responsible. We should maintain the server, power, cables, etc., etc. So in the cloud, we should not bother about that. Just we create the service and use the service. So this is the main difference of the uh, cloud and on-premises solution. So next, why we are moving to cloud? The cloud, if you use the cloud, we can save the time. For example, the deployment. For example, if we set up a server, then we need to buy a server, we need to set up a network, we need to get a internet connection. So a lot of things we need to set up on-premise solution. If you go with the cloud, it's just within 5 to 10 minutes we can create on server and network, everything within 10 minutes we can set up the entire thing. So if you go with on premises, it take more time. Second, disaster recovery. We can save the data. Suppose if in our on-premise solution, college lab or small organization, they are keeping as an on-premises environment. If any hardware failure or the hard disk is get burned, so in this situation they could not recover the data. But if you go with the cloud, they are the responsible to save and take the backup and all. So just we configure is enough. They will take care of about that. If we need more immediate uh, environment or replicate the environment for DR server or anything, then we have to we need to do as the configuration. So disaster recovery is very easy to maintain in the cloud. Then reducing cost. The very important factor is reducing the IT cost. If you go with the cloud solution, the cost is very cheap. What we are consuming, we need to pay for that alone. But if you go with the on-premise solution, we should buy the hard disk, whether it is fully utilized or not. We have to pay the amount for the hardwares, as well as routers we need to buy, everything we need to buy. But in the cloud, just we are going to use the cloud service provider will take care of that. Next, improving security. In the security, we need to externally we need to install the software and we need to monitor the security things. But cloud it's already available. Just we need to enable the settings is enough. Just it automatically it will monitor. Then the cloud is providing the migration process. If we have the data in our on-premise solution, then if we enable this service, the service is providing the option to convert the data from on-premise solution or on any database or anything, then easily to migrate into cloud database. The last one is monitoring tool. In the suppose in the on-premises solution, the heavy use of the traffic is so heavy. So in this situation, the RAM may be utilized more, or it could be processor may be utilized more than 90%. So if we need to monitor, we need to explicitly install the software for this. But cloud, it's already option available. If you configure this option, then we can get the alert. It could be a SMS alert, it could be a phone call, it could be a email. If anything, whatever we need, we can configure easy. So this is very useful. We can prevent without the site or the services go down. We can prevent easily. That's the main objective. These are the things. All the on-premises user is moving to cloud. Next, this is the difference between cloud and on-premises. Server location is a cloud is third party. If we use Microsoft Azure cloud, then the owner is Microsoft. If you use the AWS, then the owner is Amazon. In the on-premise solution, everything is available in our premises. So physically, it's all viewable. On demand. If the peak hour traffic, sometimes the site may be used large volume of users. This kind of situation, what our configuration is not enough to supply the request. The demand is not met, then automatically site will be go down. So in the cloud, the option available in the peak hour traffic, it's automatically extend the services, scale up the services. For example, if we need 90% is used to the processor, then if we configure properly, then automatically the process, one more processor will add. Everything is just a matter of configuration. If RAM is utilized 8 GB, then automatically it will be increased into 12 or 18, or 32, whatever we want. It automatically, it's called, it's auto scaling. So this option cloud is available, but the on premises, it's the same option available, but it takes some time and effort. The user manually go and add the RAM and all, everything we need to do manually. It's take time. It's made this outage we need to increase the RAM and all. So this kind of troubles we did not face in the cloud. Next one is availability. Availability, the high availability, the Microsoft and other vendor also providing the 99.99% of availability, but on premises is highly impossible to maintain the high this 99.99 percentage. Even though in the deployment also the site will be up, site without outage we can deploy the option available in the cloud, but on premises we have to down the service and we have to manually deploy. So this option, this is one of the maintenance option. Business risk is just business risk. um, if you take the business risk, very low, because business risk mean we are not maintaining anything, because the Microsoft are maintaining. So business just paying the money and consuming the service. So low risk. If you go with the on premises, everything in our lab or our premises, so we should monitoring separately, or we need to form a team separately. They will take care of that. We need to spend more money and everything we need to spend with. They need to monitor, keep on their eyes into the systems. Unlimited memory, yeah. This kind of a scale up process. Unlimited memory, if you use for example, we configure as a 8 GB RAM. If you use the RAM is full, 8 GB is completed, then if you set the auto scaling, then it will automatically increase 16. If not sufficient 16, it automatically scale up to 37. It will increase up to 28, 512, it automatically increase. But in on premises not possible. We need to buy the RAM from the market and we need to manually insert into the server. Next one is backup. uh, the backup is just configuration. The timely everything we can set up in the configuration. So on the cloud, server will automatically take the service, will automatically take the backup and store in the storage. But here there are some software is available, or else we need to manually take the files and we need to store in the magnetic drive or some other hard disk, somewhere we need to store. So at the energy point of view, um, power and everything with the package, what the package we are selecting in the cloud is, everything will cover under the package. The on premises into every power saving based on the resource we need to maintain individually. Maintenance, so maintenance is a very, once the development and hosting is a one kind of service once available in the through the internet, then next one is maintenance phase. In the maintenance, server should not go down. So, and the hardware issue, everything is take care of service provider in the cloud. But on premises we need to form a separate team. The enterprise the fully responsible for the hardware issues. Okay, so this is a difference between the on premises and the cloud solutions, cloud environment setups. um, do you have any doubts? Just ask me. Yeah, okay. If no doubts, then we can move to next slide. Uh, dear student, any of you used cloud service or something? Do you have hosted any website, anything? Do you have the any proper experience? Have you tried anything? Okay, if not tried, then end of this session, we have a demo. Do that demo will very useful. You can host or you can consume the services. Okay. Um, Next one is what is microservices? The microservices is nothing but yes, the complete services is splitted with multiple or small services and providing the service to the application. For example, if we take uh, online food delivering system like Swiggy or Zomato. So here we are capturing the order and the food delivery boy is delivering the order and the admin is getting report or configuration some things. So we can maintain as a single service can provide these services at the microservices. Using the microservices pattern, we can split as three separate services. This one a kind of example. The separation is based on the business needs. So here we split it as a three separate services. Each microservice, three microservices, we separate a single service instead of providing the all the request and response together. We are creating three separate services. One for order capturing, another one for order processing, the third one for reporting. The reporting is specifically used by admin people and business people. So this the next slide we will see why we are designing like this and why the microservice is so important. So these service are three different service we created using Microsoft Web App, three separate services, and one more service we created gateway services. Using this gateway, every request will pass through gateway services. If the booking kind of order based on this configuration, the request will forward to order capturing system. The delivery boy kind of request will forward through gateway for order processing service. The same for admin also. So we can move to next slide. This slide is specifically for what is the advantage of microservices, why we are using. The first is highly maintainable and testable. If you use the microservice pattern, each service we are creating as a small separate services. So these services easy to maintain. A small team can maintain these services. The team can easily to understand the functionalities, what are the configuration available, what are the data and data tables are using in the database, what are the tables they are using, everything they can uh, easily understand and they can provide easy to maintain, easy to provide their support for maintenance and easy to testable for if you together all the services are in the single. In this case the recursion test we should do for all the modules, but in this case just we need to do for service the one services. If it is changes in order capturing, just we need to test order capturing alone. It definitely will not impact to other services. Second, the loosely coupled system. A loosely coupled system, which means each service are separately host and running in separately. It won't impact to other services. So this kind of architecture is um, loosely coupled design. This is also called as a service oriented architecture, and it's also called as loosely coupled system. So any service we can unplug or plug, so the particular functionalities will alone affect. The third one is independently deployable. So if you split it as multiple microservices, so we can easy to deploy. So the not required to outage for entire system. So other users will use as normal. So particular user only get affected if anything goes wrong. Next. Next one is the microservices are based on the business capabilities and the business requirements. Here we design as three different microservices. This is based on the business needs and their requirements. So if you design like that, the business will very easy to and easy to maintain their business, easy to maintain. So very supportive. It's a software is should support everything in for the business. So this kind of design definitely is support to the users and the performance as well. This last one is the small team can maintain and responsible for that services. If you take is a order processing microservices, a team will maintain it, and they should know the only functionalities of order processing. They're not bothered about the order capturing or report, because other team will be maintain this. So these are the benefits available in the microservice. So current trend is moving everything towards the microservice. And another one, why they are preferring the cloud cost is very less compared to on premises. So if they are splitted as a multiple microservices, definitely is academic price. So they are like to design as a microservices. Okay. Okay. If do you have any queries, or do you want any clarification for microservices? The microservices are the small services, splitted as a small services. Okay. If you don't have any doubts, then we can move to next. Okay. This is a architecture designed with the on-premises solution. Mainly here we comparing with how the cost is involving in the on-premises solution and how the cost is involved in the cloud solutions. How it's supporting the business. So we can take it as a food delivery, as an online food delivering system, as like Zomato or Swiggy. Here, if you are a student, your friends and all is trying to form an organization, and you are like to deliver, you are going to start a business for online food delivering system. So if you do with on premises this business, how much cost, how much capitalization need for software side. If you go with the cloud solution, how much cost involved in the cloud solution. So this difference we can going to see. So if you are take it, you are as a 20 members team, you're going to deliver the food to the customers. So here, this system, there are three services we need to capture: the order processing and the reporting. So three separate services required. So these services in on-premises system, it's hosted in one single server. We need to buy a server and we need to install the software. uh, Take it here we are going to install the Windows Server 2016. So if we need to, after buying the server from IBM, take it some Blade server. So we take it as a Blade server, and we are going to install Windows Server 2016 into that. Then we need one reliable and a stable internet connection, and we need a good power backup. So these are the environment. If we have, then only we can provide the service from our on-premises solution. So IBM server cost around 140K. Is a 20-member team. This design is based design based on your team size. So I'm taking as a 20 members team. Around 700 to 1000 order you are getting per day. So I'm taking this example. So if we split it as 3, the morning you will get around 300 and 400 in the evening. So this is the capability of this server. So here the one app, this cost, so totally the around 140 150 sorry 59 10 and 50K. So around 2 lakhs and 59,000 we need for capital investment. This only for the hardwares and server. This not involve the application cost, because I'm not include the application cost here, because the same application we are going to install on premises. Also the same application going to install cloud. So I am not include the um, application cost. This is just a environment cost. So also the internet we need. So internet cost around you need a stable and static IP. With static IP internet you need. So this cost around 7K per month. So your initial investment is 259K, and monthly maintenance around 7K. For it, this is a very small in a business. And also, if we IBM server and hardware we are buying, so this server have some lifetime. So for take it is at 10 years or 5 years based on the server it's available. After that, the provider will not provide any support. IBM will not provide any support after the warranty period. So that's the risk. We need to buy again. There's again the server and all. Again power backup. Everything have a certain warranty period. So again we need to install. Uh, Again we need to install some capital amount to software and hardwares. If you go with the cloud solution, the same solution, we need to just buy uh, 3 web app service. We need to buy 3 app services. We not required to buy server OS. In on-premise only we need to buy. Here we just need to buy this app service alone. 3 app services we need to buy along with 1 gateway services we need. And the same static IP and everything along with the gateway services. So around the small business 5.2K it's a per month rate. So 5.2K is sufficient to use a small business. So and 3.5K per month is for a gateway. So total cost is per month 19.1K. If you have the 20,000, you can start the business. Per month you need just 20,000. So this is the difference between the on-premises solution and uh, cloud solutions. So with a small amount, so a small business can start with very less capital investment. So If you do you have any doubts? Do you want any clarification? Um, okay. If anybody have if no doubt, then we can go with the demo.
Sir, if any queries, ma'am, they will ask at the end of the session, sir.
Okay. Okay. Um, uh, in this demo, you can understand in this demo. You can understand how to create the app services and the gateway, how to integrate the gateway, how to create a virtual network. So in your lab or in your small organization have kind of setup, right? Within a server around the sub server and the PCs, other PCs will connect. The same kind of setup we can create in the Azure also. This kind of network setup is called virtual network. In the cloud, it is called as a virtual network. If you on premises, everything you can see, physical lines and the cables will connect. So you can understand the virtual network, uh, how to create the app services and how to integrate the service. These kind of you can understand end of this demo. Um, Also, as a Azure or cloud administrator, almost is 20% of work. If you understand this demo clearly, so you can understand that 20% of work of uh, Azure administrator. Okay, so Azure is providing the free, some limited free account to use the services. As a student, you can consume those availability. So you want to create as a free account, very easy. If you have the email ID, then you can create the uh, account. They will ask also the credit card. I think the students there are not required credit card detail. You can directly create. So other professional employees can create with their credit card or debit card detail. So for creating new account, just azure.microsoft.com. Click here. It's available here. Try with Azure. Just click uh, and you can create an account here. So there are a lot of videos available in YouTube. You can see the videos and you can create the account. So I'm going to log in with my account. So already I log in. Uh, This is the dashboard. Once you log in, you will get the dashboard. The URL is portal.azure.com. This URL. After creating an account, you should use portal.azure.com URL. Then it will ask you have to enter the credential. Then it will move to dashboard. Now I'm going to create these three services using Azure Web App. The dashboard, the create a resource. Just click on the resource. We need for web kind of deployment. This portal anything. Then we should select Web App. So I'm going to create a resource group. Then easy to after the demo I can delete all the resources. Demo resource group. Then demo hyphen app service. for microservice 1. Then if you are going your application is .NET, then you have to select the .NET one. Otherwise, if it is in the Java, then you have to select the Java. There are a lot of options available: Java, Node, PHP, and Python. Which one you want is just based on your application requirement. I'm selecting .NET Core 3.1. So I'm selecting India. India, there are 3 regions available. South India, the data center available in Chennai. Central India data center available in Pune. West India is data center available in Mumbai. So in Chennai, we don't have much servers and features. So I'm selecting as a Central India. So Central India, then Windows Service will leave it. The next one is a size. Which size you want to select? Just if you click on this, by default it's a standard. If it is test, this any one of these server is sufficient for us. If you go as a production, we need the standard, then the cost is 3.4 per month, K per month, 4.4 for V2 servers. P1 servers is around 4.4K, 8.8K for P2. So which one we want? For demo purpose is most sufficient for yes, standard one. So already selected. Next one, deployment. So as it is monitoring not required. So I'm disabling the monitoring, application monitoring. If required, then we can enable. So tags not required. These are based on the application requirement. Just create. So meanwhile we will create another resource, web app, demo rg, demo hyphen microservice 2. So first service created successfully. The same region I'm selecting, the same thing. Size also same thing. If any of the service order processing, we need a more powerful service, we need utilizing more, then we can select this. We can select some other size. Okay, we will create one more. Microservice 2 was deployed, has been deployed successfully. Now these three services are created. Uh, so next we are going to create gateway. For the gateway, um, we need one static IP address. If we have the static IP address, then only the domain will point to here is xyz.com. It's a domain. So if we have the static IP, then only the domain can point into the static IP. So by there are so many providers are providing the domains. GoDaddy like kind of providers are buying domains. So we need to get the domain from there, and we need to configure this IP address into GoDaddy. So the GoDaddy will map uh, this domain www.xyz.com into that static IP. Then if we give any request either from mobile or desktop, any other device, then based on the domain name, it will get the static IP address and it will point to here. So once the request is reached gateway, the gateway will check, is this a book order or not? If it is book order, it automatically will forward into order capturing system. If it is a get order, so once the order is captured, then order will process. So delivery boy will check their orders. So get the order detail for particular delivery boy. So based on the URL, it will forward the request into order processing system. And if it is the report kind of request, then the gateway will forward into report. So next one is application gateway. Strong, yeah. So application gateway, just click here. Yeah, this wizard will help you configure. So the same resource group demo resource group, we should select gateway, demo application gateway, food order, online food delivery system. Okay. Region we need to select is India, Central India is sufficient. The standard V2 is sufficient. Auto scaling, I'm setting as a auto scaling here. Based on the request, the peak hour, it automatically will increase the size. The minimum 0. If no request, we didn't get any requests. For example, morning 6 to 8, we don't get any requests. So that time it automatically deallocate all the instance. So in peak hour night 7:30 8 o'clock we'll get as a peak hour. So it increase up to 10 instant. How much we need, we can configure here. So next, virtual network, one more virtual network we need to create. Virtual network. I'm using all the default values. So inside this virtual network, the gateway will be automatically will create. Next into front end. Which one is the front end? Front end is our static IP. So based on the static IP, these are the backend service. The front end we need to apply. So the IP, we need to create one IP. Demo IP. So the my Azure team will be create one IP and it will assign to us. The front end configuration is completed. Next, back end configuration. Demo. Back and pull. Back and pull one. We created 3 services. So back and pull one is a demo microservice one. Back and pull two. Microservice two. Back and pull three. Demo three. Okay. Three. And so this does not have, we can edit. So no edit option. I'm going to delete and creating again. Demo back and processing. Next. So 3 backend names we created and we pointing to the service for each name. So next one is configuration. So what type of this is a very important area. What type of request need to forward to which service, which microservice? So we need to write the rule here. So listener. Listener one. So this is the rule name. Next one is rule one. We can create a number of rules. Listen one. Front end type is any IP. This is a static IP. Public is nothing but static IP. Then there are two kind of requests available. One is a HTTP and HTTPS. It's a secure thing. The browser will automatically get the certificate from the particular website and it installed into the browser. Each request the data will be encrypted and sent into the server that website. The website will be decrypted using the key and decrypt. So in our example, we are going to take HTTP. IT. Then we go to backend. By default, I'm pointing to microservice one. The target. HTTP setting. Which type of HTTP request should come? Those details we need to provide here. Setting. So by default for HTTP, the default port is 80. If we need, so for example, if any site, this is a Microsoft Azure.com. Here they don't give any IA port detail, so it is a port 80. If you need any port, for example, take it this example. Is a port number is 81. Either it could be a IP address or domain name, but if not given anything, then take it as 80. Otherwise, take it as uh, whatever we are providing the port number. So I'm giving as a default port number, anything not required. Okay. Then we need to add the rules. So I create one sample application. So the book order, if any URL comes with the book order, then it should be forwarded into T1 target one. The same HTTP should be book order, then microservice one. So rule one created successfully. Second rule, if any service comes with URL comes with get order, then target to same HTTP and microservices to order processing. Then third request. So now all the three requests, order booking, get order, and report, these three are mapped successfully. Then the done. So validation passed successfully. So just click on the create. In this gateway, they need to create virtual private network gateway IP address. So it will take 5 minutes. So meanwhile, we will deploy our application into our microservice. Now we are ready. Uh, IP address creation and gateway creation is in progress. All the mapping we done and all the service we created, but still not deployed our application into the services. Now we are going to deploy our services, our application into services. This is very simple application. Just it will, if we get the response, it will send this text as a response. That's it. The same text for microservice 2, it will send us microservices order processing. Microservice 3, a report. Okay. Here reports. Uh, what's demo? Our three services available here. This is a microservice 1, and we need to download the public profile here. So just click on here, the file will be downloaded. So we need to use for deployment. This is for microservice 1. Just get the profile. For microservices 2, get profile, get profile 3. So we download all the 3 files. Now I'm going to deploy application. So first we deploy with microservice 1. Downloaded files available in my downloads folder. Yeah, microservice 1. Finish. Then just I want to delete if any files available, existing files. If you say select this option, default files will be delete. Save. Yeah, deployment 1 started. It will take 1 or 2 minutes now. Yeah, service 1 deployed successfully. Yeah, next one, microservice 2. Just click and do publish. Just click the profile, downloads, microservice 2. So just click. The deployment started for microservice 2. This is just a demo application with it's like as a hello world application. So that's why it's deploying very fast. Otherwise, take 3 minutes, 2 minutes based on the application size. Okay, microservice 2 deployed successfully. 3. The same action we need to replicate. Okay. Yeah. Third one started. So this is deploying directly into web service, into the web app. DevOps also available. Once we check in into the DevOps, it's automatically deploy. That is another kind of deployment. So microservice 3 deployed, 2 ready, and first one is ready. So I can be go to portal. Yeah, everything completed. Demo RG. So now we'll open the gateway. Before that, now this service created successfully. Gateway service created successfully. All the 3 service called created successfully, and application deployed into the services. Everything completed. Next one is a testing. So they're getting some error. Okay, we'll do some troubleshooting. Yeah, health props. HTTP. Okay. Settings, something problem with the settings. I will do that. Listen. Settings. Yeah. What the query string should come with the URL, the same thing need to forward into backend. So we need to enable this one. Sales setting is not completed. We'll wait. If getting success here, then the service, all the gateway will work properly. Okay. Test. Yeah, testing started. We should get all our should be in green. All three services should get success. Yeah, all three services get success. This is one of the health check. If work here, work perfectly here, then only it will we can access the sites through gateway. Okay, overview. We'll see. I think, yeah, this is the IP address. Book order. Yeah. If book order, then it automatically loading the request is loading from book order. The request is loading from microservice one. Yeah, we are getting the response from microservice one. This is nothing but a public IP. This here, the public IP can connect any device. So request will reach here, then gateway will forward to particular microservices. Then we will try next one. What is the next one? Get order. So microservice to order processing. Yeah, microservice to order processing. Yeah, we get the response here. So third one is reports. Yeah, we are getting microservice 3 response from microservice 3. So now based on the URL, it the gateway is forwarding the request based on the URL. So it's working fine. All the services are hosted and it's getting as a prompt response. This application is if this application consume this service, based on the IP address and the URL names. So gateway will respond promptly. Okay. Now this is the overview of the how microservices are designing and deploying and how to use the microservices. This demo is covered virtual network creation of gateway and uh, web app creation and hosting. So next, student, any queries or questions, clarification needed? Um, Nearly this is 20% of work already told. It's Azure admin have this 20%. Repeatedly they are doing for deployment. Those are the Azure admin work. So if any, if you have any interview in Azure, you can explain these things. You get the practice well, and you can explain. Then the interviewer get confident.
So one question right
Yes,
in
please.
chat box, sir.
Yes.
Which one among Microsoft Azure, ML Studio, and GCP Cloud Auto ML is better? Which one is better?
The different based on the price. If you go with, are you asking which service provider is better? Am I right?
Yes, sir. The question is about to like that.
Okay. The Microsoft technology going to enter application is using Microsoft technologies. Then go with Azure. They are providing the more option comparatively AWS and other providers. If any other Java, then you can prefer AWS. There is no, all the providers providing the services. For microservice technologies, better Azure. They have more options comparatively other providers. Any other query? Okay, if you don't any queries, if you have
Sir,
any,
one more queries.
yes, please.
Can IoT applications can be done using this tool?
Uh, you mean Azure?
Yeah, using Azure we can able to use IoT applications.
Yeah, Azure is providing the IoT, the separate service. I will. So in the resource IoT, for maintaining the IoT connect, there are options there providing the IoT connect. You can create the service and you can connect the IoT devices. So in Azure, there are a lot of features available to connect the IoT device platforms.
Any other queries?
Okay, if you have any queries, you need any clarification, just drop a mail to my email ID. I will send the response. Okay, thank you, student.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for delivering the wonderful session. It is very useful for us. I think we are coming to the end of the session. I request to I request to Dr. B. Mahalakshmi, Assistant Professor, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me a great pleasure to give vote of thanks. My heartfelt gratitude to our beloved chairman, director admin, director academic, and our principal for arranging such an interesting workshop. On behalf of our management, I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for Mr. V. Balasubramanian for his explanation, and I hope everyone got a clear idea about what is cloud and how the Azure service provider is providing services. And the demo is very useful in understanding to work with Azure. Thank you, sir, for your valuable insight on microservices on Azure. I would like to thank all the participants from various institutions, and we appreciate you being here. Thank you all.
Thank, thanks all the participant, and my deep thanks to our institution to provide this conducting this session. Thank you to all.
Thank you, sir. Feedback link is available in the chat box. Kindly fill it up. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.